We're almost there. We're almost there. Yeah. The intro's playing. Just waiting to use coming in. Hello. Right, to test everything. Yeah, we're here, we're fine. You can hear me, see me. Right, you can hear me, see me. Wait till I get into this. Music, stop. Right, so we could hear everybody. We could hear everybody. Can hear everybody at all. We're back with the lives. Oh, it's taking so long. It takes so long to get back with the lives. Anyway, welcome everybody. Welcome. Let's see who's all here. I like to look at and see who's all here, but it gets us by the algorithm as well. Okay. So, I think it's Michael. I think it's Michael. Hey, I'm first. Hi, Kate. Karen. Oh, I bet you that's great. I bet you that's predictive text. It's changed my name. I bet you anybody. Anyway, may the evening be blessed and have an awesome rest tonight, evening, morning. And good morning, Karen and so family. Sending love to everyone. Lots of love. And that's Mary Ann. I think I need to try and get, because I think I've got it on transparent, so I need to, because I can't see the names. And next, is that Stony? Right. Hi, Karen. A royal commission has been set up in Australia to look into the Bondi terror attack. Dennis Richardson, who previously was the head of our intelligence. I think there's a question come in about that, so we'll have a wee look and see what's going on there. Remove my messages, spell check change. I told you, don't tell me what happen. Karen to Kate, again, thank you for today's reading. For the slightly wet, winterless north, you may have many blessings coming and a splendid night. Meek, is that? So you call yourself Meek? Oh, that's good. So who else is here? Morning, Karen. Morning, Tony. Right, Tony, I've got your question highlighted. There's 2 questions, I think, so I've highlighted them. So, gosh, we're back just saying up. Oh, that was me. Reading my own message. Happy day, everyone. Hi, Cam. Hi, Gail. Monica. Hi, Kerry. And Pamela, I think, is here too. I thought I seen Pamela. Yeah, good evening, Karen. And oh, hi, Pamela. I think Susan's here. Hi, everyone from New Zealand. Hi, Susan. Who else is it? Claire's here. Evening, Karen and all. Thanks, Karen. Blessings. Same to you. Susan. Can Australia go okay, even though we are very short on backup fuel? Is that with the what? Can you? Things are going down to Rumble. Okay, I've got everything's all ready to go for Australia and get back to the readings. Okay, but we'll try to get as much of an update today because everything's been happening. So you know. Looking forward to an uplifting show today, focusing on what we can do to make things better. Yep. Is that Angel? Is that I really need to get a thing with a background for these because hi Karen, my granddaughter is all set to travel to Thailand next week. I'm worried about her going with everything going on. Do you think she's right to go from Ireland? Is that where she's going? Right, okay. Right, I'm going to highlight that because the way things are just now, I think it was Angela. The way things are just now, Angela. I'll have a wee look. Okay. Good morning from Australia. Susan, any update New Zealand? That's that. There is updates coming. And this is hello from the Irish Midlands. Evening. Jennifer's here. Hello, Karen. How are you? I'm okay. I'm okay. Everything's been going on though. So between losing people and then friends dropping in, and that's the point of having an open house, you know. Can you please do a rating on the fuel situation, especially in New Zealand? Right, we've got that one coming in. I've been keeping an eye on it as well. I've been keeping an eye on it. And is that Tanya? Tanya's here too. Good morning from New Zealand. Hi, Tanya. I'm such a child. I find that funny. I think it's supposed to say, please hit the like. Yep, hit the like, please. How much of a role will Ripple play in the new financial system? Right, okay. Might put your questions in capitals, okay? And here's Kim. I guess Kim's an island. Morning, so family. Morning. Oh, Michelle, it's Michelle. I think that's us. Right, okay, so let's get the second camera up because I want to kind of, we'll just fire in, okay? Hopefully you'll be able to see and hear, okay? Let me know before I start, okay? Because sometimes we've got a problem with the second camera. So are we still hearing with this, even with the second camera up? I know. I find that funny too. I'm such a child. Late, but here. We'll rewind. We've not really started yet. Michelle, we've not started yet. I was too busy going through everybody so that we can bypass the algorithm. I don't know if I've seen your question, Pamela. So I'll have a quick look and see if I can find it. Can you give an Irish update? They're all coming. I've been busy. Okay. So it will be coming. I'm still going to be updating during the week. Okay. Right. So is Pamela's here? Wait a minute. I've pinned them all. So Pamela, I haven't got yours. So even if you ask it again, I don't know if I've maybe missed it. I'll have a quick scroll and see. Do you know Susan? Susan Kelly. That was my granny's name. Susan Kelly. No. Right. So if you quickly put it again, okay? And now Irish update. Question. Okay, so we'll get started just now and then we'll see if there's any more questions I think there was two came in for this one. Right, can you look at Dennis Richardson, who was appointed to the head of the Bondi terror attack in Sydney? He was previously, I think it's the intelligence service, and decided to step down. Right. So we're looking at him, or are we looking at the inquiry? I think we'll look at him. Why was he chosen? Why is he chosen? Can you see that? Let me put it in a bit. Right. Why was he chosen? Right, I shall frame that down. Right. Well, this is all the stuff for the updates. Right. Oh wow. Do you know, I think it's a, I'm going to half look at it. I don't necessarily think he's the best man for the job, though. Oh wow, do you know what I'm saying? I'm saying the truth, and what they're going to put out is the truth. Okay? Another thing I'm seeing is, are they going to try and put this? I'm asking Thomas, by the way. Is there anybody that's new? Thomas is my guide, my spirit guide, okay? Are they going to use this, Thomas, to try and bring in new draconian powers? Well, no. Okay. Things are happening. Right, okay. Does anybody know was he part of MI6 at one point? MI6? I'll come back onto the thing just to see, because I'm asking questions. Because I'm getting him as. Oh no, that's the wrong. Oh no, this is so on the stream. No, that's not what I wanted. Comments. Right. I feel as if he was. It's some. I've lost the gist. I need to give it. It's because I'm rusty. Right, hold on. Right, hold on. I need to tune in. Right, because I'm getting him as part of maybe MI6. Because I know it's something to do with the Commonwealth, something to do with MI6. So, but he's intelligence anyway. If he's not part of MI6, he works with MI6. Right. Right, so it's the same, is it? Right, thanks. Right, we're going to concentrate on. They're concentrating on something bigger, right? But there's something that they're hiding. Right, so this is what happens, and everybody knows what happens, and all the hullabaloo, and you've always got the, you've always got the hero. So while you're on here and kind of looking at the, the inquiry and everything, there's something they're hiding, keeping hidden. There's something they're keeping hidden. See, it's keep an eye on what's going on. You mean me, Thomas? Keep an eye as in, right? Okay. See, the way this is, right, I'll come up so you can see it, right? Right, this is all the big things that's going on, right? What went on there? But what led up to it? What led up to it? Was it a great big fantastic Fred? A big false Fred? See, it's like half-heartedly. It's like, well, we'll just do that just in case. We'll just do that. Keep them happy. Keep them happy. Keep them happy. Keep them engaged. Probably didn't want to speak. Might have had to. Right. Right, let's see. Persevere. I don't think he wants to do this. Because I'm hearing not my job. I wondered if somebody else had been appointed and was, passed it back. It's definitely something hidden, something they don't want the public to find out. But I feel as if the public know. I feel as if in Australia there's more people awake than they would like. But when we do the updates again, I'm going to be concentrating on the more spiritual side of it. Because I know that there's stuff going on, but we'll get to that because there's questions asked about what's been going on in the Middle East, okay, and how it's affecting everybody else. It's affecting China, it's affecting Japan, and it will be affecting Australia and New Zealand, okay. So, but Thomas is saying there's solutions afoot for that, okay. Yep. See, this was a distraction. This was a distraction because they were taking out something else. See, I just keep getting a big I can't say on here, so if I say a big FF, fantastic Fred, they're great at pulling them. They tried to pull that, thinking that they wanted people to be in fear again, and it didn't work out the way that they thought it would. They're doing this because they think this is what the people want. They want an inquiry, But they don't trust it. They don't trust an inquiry at all. Because I'm hearing, yeah, more of the same. More of the same. See, it's hiding something. Something hidden. So I'm being drawn to that part. No stone unturned. Did they say that? Oh, there'll be no stone unturned. Yeah, well, you're forgetting this one, pal. You're forgetting that one. This was a distraction. A distraction it was. So, this is where my journalistic skills come in. So I'm ready to look and see what was going on in Australia when that happens, because something else, because I keep getting drawn to something else. It's taken me, Thomas has taken me away from himself. It looks as if he's not important. And inquiry's not, inquiry's inquiry. It's going to be just same old, same old. So what was going on in Bondi? Why did they need, Thomas, why did they need people off that beach? They needed people off the beach. That's what we're hearing. Was something coming in? Were they bringing something in? And they needed people off the beach? And if so, what would it be? See, I'm just getting something hidden. I'll take a note of it, because I'll go through and see, because I wanted to try now to try and get the questions so that we've got them, so that when people are watching and catch up, they've got the questions. So what was coming on? They needed the people off the beach because they were bringing something on. So what was that? I think that needs to be a wee maybe question on its own. Yeah, look, conjuring something up. Right, they were trying to do something, but there was divine intervention and stopped it in its tracks. Stopped it in its tracks. See, I'm getting drawn two ways, right? I'm getting drawn to the thing that we're on in the beach, right? Something coming in. And I'm also getting drawn, which makes me think, is this all related, as in what's going on in the Middle East just now? Because I feel as if it's all. Does anybody here who was here before, I don't know if Nancy's here, because when Mr. P, Mr. Vladimir, right? When that started over there, everybody thought it was WW3, right? And I always said, no, whatever's going on will be in the Middle East. Now, I have my own thoughts that I think I'm 99.9% sure I know what's going on. I can't put it on YouTube, I'll need to put it on Rumble. Okay, so anything to do with America and the Middle East will be going on to Rumble. Okay, but I'll let you know, because I'll give you a link. Okay, so anyway, we'll do that. It's not answered the question that was asked. It's asked. Thomas has answered a completely different thing, but I feel as if the answer we got was more of an explanation, which means this inquiry, I would call it, as I would say, is a whitewash. Give the people what they want, you know. Yeah, believing in impossible. See, it was coming in the boat. They were coming in the boat, but it's good. But if it's good, Thomas, see, this is where we argue, right? Because Thomas is my soulmate as well as my spirit guide, right? But if it is, and it was a good thing, why wouldn't the people want to see it? Because they're not ready yet. Okay. Right, okay. Right, so that was that one. Not quite the answer that we thought, but a kind of answer. So I'll go back to the pinned questions so I know where I am. Right, so that was that one, so that we know. Right, so I think it's Stony. It answered, but a different question, okay? I think that was the same one. I'm going to do this one because because of the travel, of what's going on, okay, to see if it's safe. Where the hell did I put these? Right. Right, here we go. Right, so who was this? Angela, okay. I usually try and keep it to questions about the countries, but because everything's up in the air just now, you don't want to be travelling if it's not safe, okay? My granddaughter is all set to travel to Thailand next week. I'm worried about her going with everything that's going on. Right, so will she be okay? Is she going from Ireland, do you know? Right. Do you know if they even turned a card and Tom's goes that Thailand's got good defences and they've got shelters? Was Thailand, see, this is where my geography is just non existent, right? So, was Thailand Vietnam? Does anybody know? Why am I getting Vietnam? Thanks, Karen. It's a long journey. Right, from Ireland, right. I feel as if Thailand was. Or am I getting Thailand? No, that's Vietnam. Oh, I don't know. I might have got them mixed up. Okay, but we'll see what they say. We'll see what Thomas says. Right. Oh wow. When is she going? No, they're separate. Right. Okay. Right, I don't. 24th next week, right? Okay. I feel as if Thailand's in negotiations just now, right? With who would they be in negotiations with, Thomas? They're in negotiations because it has something to do with safety. The country's safe, I'm hearing. The country's safe. It's, do you know what I'm hearing? The country's in the safe zone. That was I am. All right, that's right. And I thought, so I've got the two of them mixed up. My geography is just basic grab. Right. Whatever was going on, it stopped. They're too far away for anything, but the only thing it would be because I'm seeing the oil. But I'm seeing the oil being taken the same for Australia. I know that we're not at these yet, but for Australia, for New Zealand, the oil's coming. I don't know if the oil came from the Middle East to you. I know it came from the Middle East to China and Japan, and I feel as if it's the same with Australia, it's the same with Thailand, and it's the same with New Zealand. So they're going to take the oil and make sure that it's coming in. It's coming in from somewhere else. See, I mean, I know that they look after their citizens, okay? Because I knew a girl from Thailand, and they do look after their citizens, but they look after their tourists too. If she go for a holiday, they should go to work. Like, if it was in imminent, they would stop it, okay? So they've got contingency plans for everything, Thailand. Everything they've got contingency plans for. They're more organised than anybody. Yeah. She's destined to go. I do see her going. I do see her going. I was going to say the plane might be diverted, but I don't think it will. I don't know about this though. If anything, they've got contingency plans, they've got instructions for their citizens, they've got instructions because it is a tourist area. They're on the ball. Holidays, right, they're on the ball. Okay. I wonder if they've got their own reserves for everything that they need. I feel as if they have. Just worried about blackouts and the internet down. She won't let me stop. She wouldn't let me stop. No. See, even at that, I feel as if there was anything, they've got the generators and everything. Yeah. See, I'm getting this is a wealthy country. Yeah. Follow the rules. Yeah. Yeah. I don't, there's not really a problem. I don't see a problem, Angela, at all. Like, people to make the first move. For now, everything looks to be okay. But check. Thomas is saying keep a check on what they're saying over there. Okay? What they're saying over there. Okay. So there we go. So that's that one. There we go. Right, so what was the next one? We'll do one more and then we'll see if who else has come in. Oh yeah. Right, so hopefully that's settled. Yeah, but I've been keeping an eye on things anyway, so if I hear it in Angela as well, I'll put it on the community tab on the page, okay? So there we go, that's that one. Right, a wee update for New Zealand. Right? So just an update. Because we're having I'm changing things around because obviously we've got our questions coming in and the lives now, so I'll be changing things around for individual countries. Oops, okay, this came out right away. Right. From New Zealand. Right. New Zealand's going to come out and top in something. Do you know, I wonder if I need to do a wee reading on Mrs. Teeth, because I feel as if people are waking up to her now. I know before time. Right, there's a new beginning coming. Right, there's a shift in energy for New Zealand. There's a shift in outlook for New Zealand. This is coming from people. There's been an energy shift, and it's waking people up. Because it's like I don't like, oh wow, that kind of thing. People are doing their own research now. Will you see it? No. Will it be obvious? Not yet, but it will. It's coming, because people are looking outwards instead of inwards. Because they used to look inwards everywhere, but they're starting to look outwards now and seeing what's going on in other countries, and kind of being open to to it. Being open. But they are concentrating in the bigger picture when they should be concentrating on what's going on behind closed doors. Still a bit going on behind closed doors that I feel as if it's going to be revealed. It'll be revealed. Oops, like that one to there. Let's see. Crest. There's a crest coming. I feel as if something's going to start coming for the youth. From the youth as well. I'm seeing something that they're going to try and do, and the youth are going to tell them to go and get stuffed. I wonder if this is this online safety site that they're putting out that we never try to kind of take the internet away for the under 16s, and I don't think it went through. I'm hearing some things you can never forget, and it's to do with the animals and the children, what's been going on in New Zealand. As the farmers come out in New Zealand, as the farmers, because I'm seeing New Zealand land, New Zealand produce. I wonder if that took a hit and it's going to start recovering, because something's in recovery. I mean, stuck it to the brink, remember? It's like I'm seeing the whole of New Zealand, the South Island, the North Island, and it's the soul of it. It saved the soul of New Zealand. There was a fight for the soul of New Zealand, and it's saved. It's been saved. Because I'm here, nope, not today. And it's not for the want of trying. And do you know what I'm saying as well? Like say in the Parliament, and it's just like posturing. It's like, yeah, okay. So is this what you're going to do now? Yeah, okay. But we don't care anymore. We don't care what you say anymore, because what you're saying is not resonating, and we're not taking it, and we're not doing it. We're just not going to do it. Yep. There's something that they're trying to put through that Parliament, so which one of the many bills are they trying to put in? Because the people are rejecting it. I know that people in New Zealand are starting to see her for who she was, Mrs. Teeth. And I feel as if there's something coming with Loxton. I think his luck is, you know. Right. Like I say, I don't like that when this comes and there's something in the horizon. Can't say that. I don't me no like that when there's something on the horizon. I wonder what it is. I wonder if I take another one to see if I can find what is on the horizon. What is coming? Oh Jesus, it's the economy. We need to look at the economy. Oh no. No. This is money that's hidden that the people are getting. It's not like, old Jeannie down the road's going to get a load of money. This is money that was being taken from the taxpayer. It's recovered. It's being recovered. They're probably sending it to Ukraine. See, I got that as the actual Parliament, because obviously it's a big thing, building. So, oh, when have you got your new? No, I can't even. You must have about 2 years ago, maybe. General election, but who do you put in? They're all the same. Something's get frozen, right? Some assets have been frozen. Right. This goes with this, right? Well, these all go together, right? And that, right? Assets that they wanted to take from the taxpayers in New Zealand to give to somewhere else, because, I mean, that's what they do, right? Has been frozen. Which means to me, now this is funny, because this is linking back to the one that the one before the wee one going to Thailand, Bondi in Australia. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be, there's going to be a big, fantastic Fred. No. I see good people coming into Australia, right? And I feel as if they've went into Australia and the good people over to New Zealand, right? Because I see them looking through the books in that Parliament, and whatever they were trying to do, whatever taxpayers' money they were trying to send somewhere has been frozen. which means that whatever they were going to do and whatever knock-on effect that was going to have, it's not going to have it now. But I'm getting taken back to the farmers. It's a question for later on. Okay. Yeah. Things are starting to kind of recover. You know, it's taken New Zealand a while longer to recover because they were taken to the brink. I'm asking Thomas when you'll start seeing that recovery. You should start seeing it soon. Okay, so that was that one. So the re-clarifier for the re-update for New Zealand. Right, a fiery climax approaches, but it's upside down. So there's no fiery climax just now. Okay, it's a plod along, and it's a. I feel as if it's a going through like papers, going through things and sorting everything out. But there's something to do with Mrs. T. It must have been because maybe you're not seeing it. You know, maybe the people of New Zealand aren't seeing the news because there was news come out because I seen it over here in Scotland about Mrs. T and the fact that she's not liked over there. Now, I'm thinking, well, wait a minute. I do readings and I've been doing readings for New Zealand for over 5 years now. But it must be something that they know that maybe the people of New Zealand don't know. Because it was from a reliable source that I seen it. Somebody that I do when he says something, I think, right, okay, it must be because, you know, he doesn't put things out as fact. He's like me, he'll say if he's not quite sure, he'll say this hasn't been verified, but you know, if it's getting talked about, then there's a good chance. I just want to see her arrested with the rest of them, you know. Anyway, so that was that one for the re-update for New Zealand. I think there was an update for the island. Well, okay, we'll leave the fuel crisis till the last, okay, because that will kind of tie in with the kind of the way I want to finish this now. Okay, so I'll leave that just now. The new financial system for what? Is it is it the new financial system for everybody or a specific place or how much of a role will the Ripple play in the new financial system? Okay. I'll do this quickly. What's that one? That's that. That here. Right. Right, the new financial system. Is that overall? Right, we'll do it as an overall, okay. Right. Oh god. Right. Oh dear goodness. I'm saying that this is the financial. Don't I worry people? I feel as if this is the financial system coming down. And remember I always said that nothing will happen until people go to their bank accounts and there's nothing, right? But it'll come down and it'll go back up. Okay. But it's a stress. Yeah, this ties in with what I think. But I need to hold over for Rumble because I really cannot put it onto YouTube. We'll lose the channel if I put it onto YouTube. People aren't as tired as they think they are. There is a new system coming. There really is. Who is it? It's the banking people. Is it I can't say those the Ross and the child. Put the two of them together. I feel as if they're down. I wonder if you'll start seeing arrests. I feel as if it's been taken from them. Yeah, look. The World Bank is down. Right, the World Bank is down. This is what Thomas is saying. He's not saying it might be down. He's not saying, oh, it could be. He said to me the World Bank is down. So has it been replaced? Oh no, in a couple of days. I mean, try to get the bank to pay things. That's when you know. That's when you know things were afoot. And I've been afoot for a couple of years. Because I was keeping a note of my own bank account, try to, be nice and polite and go, it's why am I phoning you? Why? Because I know it's no wee Jimmy's fault at the other end of the phone. Do you know what I'm saying? This is bizarre, right? I'll come on because this is what I'm saying, right? Now, people are in England, maybe Ireland as well. There's a place called Beamish, right? That I've been to, right? I was just getting started when I was there, but I like historical things. And I've been drawn to the bank. But I don't think the bank was there when I was there, but there must be a bank in Beamish now, right? Now, I've been drawn, and it's got pillars, the World Bank, I'm getting drawn to. And it's like, that's down, and this is it. And it's not digital. It's still, it's not, is it fiat currency? What the hell was this? See, geography is not my strong point. Maths is not my strong point. They were putting a hold on people's bank accounts because this was the crazies, as I call them, because there was no money. They've not got any money. They haven't got any money, it's been taken from them. So I don't know if there'll be a time where it will come down and will it panic people? Is it to panic people? I always said have some money beside you just in case. Okay. And I've always said people who've been here for the start, always felt that it was coins. It was like gold, silver, that kind of thing. The notes were going, the plastic was going, because I'm getting taken back in time before these crazy things took in and came in and took, like say, everybody had to sign up to the bank. This is before. So I was being drawn to that, where you bartered for things. Well, yeah, unless you're from the past life, you might remember. You know, I mean, I've had loads of past lives. I must be just keep coming back. I mean, jeez. Anyway, let's go on. See, impatient. Oh, it would be great if you would say this. Right. I wonder if it'll be a transition where you'll no notice. But I mean, I haven't said that. I'm just see. This is what Thomas and I just argued. I noticed other people are noticing that you're trying to pay bills, or you're trying to. But I was trying to buy something for my friend whose 60th birthday it was, and it was. I had saved up because she's one of my best friends, and it was her 60th, and I wanted to get her a lovely piece of jewellery, which was a bit of money. And I had to phone up and say, "Can you just release the money? You know, why am I jumping through hoops?" You know, and my politest voice, of course. Eventually they did. Because I feel as if they did because I started asking too many questions, you know, because the kind of the trained journalist part of me kind of said, "Well, why is this?" Because it's not me, it's not just me, it's happening to what's going on in the banking system. Is the banking system in trouble? I was asking too many questions. Okay, Miss Kelly, the transaction, okay, the transaction will go through. So I was obviously asking too many questions. Anyway, no. Instinct. My instinct's telling me that there is a change, and my instinct's telling me that change is afoot. You know, I was never one of those in the early days where this was a movie and we were all to sit back eating popcorn because it's not a movie because people were getting hurt. It's a spiritual war, and there's a strategy. We're moving through a strategy, and strategy always changes. And some battles you win, and some battles you lose. But they're in the corner, and they're at the most dangerous when their backs to the wall. So this is where Thomas always says to the Soul family, he always gives a kind of warning, as in, you know, if there's going to be stuff going on outside, get in, close the door, and, you know, stay inside, close the door. And I also say if it's something financial, have money. I mean, I don't want everybody to know, but I mean, it's not a huge amount, it's just enough that I would need, you know. So, anyway. See, enlightenment. I don't know if there will be a ripple effect. You know? How much of the role will the ripple play? I wonder if we'll even see it. I've always asked Thomas, will debt be forgiven? And he's always said, what debt? You know, because I thought, maybe he doesn't know about that because he's over there and there's no, I just, it's something I want to look into for people as well. It's the perception of it. It's what you perceive it to be. It's what you perceive it to be. Dirty money. Dirty money. The dirty money. Is that the underhanded dealings? Right, okay. They're all going to get exposed. And they aren't being exposed. There was something, Right, I'll finish this and then because something's came to mind where I can't remember. People's focus was on whatever was happening in America, and they found a whole load of children. They found a whole load of children. Things are things are kind of taking shape. They're falling into place. Falling into place. There's still something in the horizon though. What's that? Bank reserves? Thomas, is that what it's here? This is what I'm kind of working blind because I don't know nothing about. I know money and I know how to spend it, but I don't know the fiat currency and I don't know the hangway. There's something that I do know that I'm once again, if I've got a wee bit of time, I'm going to update what's going on in the Middle East and Rumble. I'll make time tomorrow. I'm going to let's and try, you know. Like the strong, powerful people, the divine realm, the galactic realm, the universe as a whole, and people down here, all working together. All working together. Even people I just hold in the light are some of the most important people. Because if you've not got light, dark's winning. Okay. Hopefully that's kind of answered a wee bit. Your question a wee bit, okay. Right, you're close to achieving your goal, but it was upside down. So we're not really. Obviously, the good with the bad. So we're not close, but we're not as away from it as we were when we started. Okay. So that was that one. I want to do an update in Ireland and the UK. I feel as if that's the ones that we've done. And then, I mean, it's what 10, so it must be it must be late in New Zealand. There, oops, there we go. Right, okay, so a wee update for Ireland, a wee update for the UK, and then that's what we'll finish with. And then I want to finish with something else more uplifting, okay? Oh, yeah, right. Okay, so an update for the Republic of Ireland, please, Thomas. If I didn't get your questions, apologies. It's just obviously my phone getting out. There we go. Ireland, the Republic. Now, some to make command, some to make note, but make note because this was questions. Okay. Oh wow. Oh wow. Do you know what I'm saying for the Republic? Robbing people, robbing Peter to people. You know, it's like the reversal of Robin Hood. Was it Robin Hood was taken for the rich to get the poor? Well, they're taking the poor to get the rich. There's also a patience kind of thing. But I feel as if it's a running out of patience for Ireland. Oh wow. Something's coming full circle. Right, I know that I'm Irish. I'm born in that. I wasn't born in Irish, but I'm grandparents and great grandparents were all, and both sides were Irish. So when I say we, you know, because it's Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and the UK, it's a we as in the show family. Right, so I know that we've got St Patrick's Day coming up. I always give the good with the bad, right? I'm wondering, and I'm not saying this will happen, okay? So, and I don't want to fearmonger people. Just take extra precaution, okay? In St Patrick's Day, just take extra precaution. I mean, I know that they're trying to eradicate everything because if they're wanting multiculturalism, that's what they need to do. Or that's what they're kidding on they're doing. Just a wee caution, okay? It might not happen, but it's better to be safe than sorry, okay? And I mean, because it's a day where we celebrate, as in, Irish culture. It's something technical that I don't know the government, the actual kind of highway for the government, the name for the government, but they can take him to court. How if they're getting taken to court over something? I don't know if it's a constitution. See, there's something pending, right? Coming in, but there's something, it's the doctors and the nurses, the doctors and the lawyers that are coming off in their own lawyer boats. I know that this is happening in the UK, but watch the schools. I think this is happening in the Ireland as well. Yeah, it happened as well. They were trying to get in the nursery. What else is going on for a wee update for the Republic of Ireland, please, Thomas? Oh, yeah. See wise. I see a real challenge coming. I don't even think this is going to be a challenge in the court. I think this is going to be a challenge. I've said this all along that two that are the polar opposite are going to get together because they've got a bigger enemy. But this time that they're saying the enemy is the government. Yeah. Do you know it's like, what did we fight for? As in, for freedom, to have it taken with people, to have it given away, not with the people giving the freedom away, but having it taken. And see, this is all to do with the government. I mean, if it's kicking off, Thomas usually tells you to stay inside if you can. I've seen something written, right, for the Republic. It's written down, right? They're terrified that the people, because see, this is the way it's wise, right? Now, this is something that these crazies are suppressing because they know that if the Irish people know about it, I'm trying to remote view. I need to try and kind of see if I can get a hold of James to come in and maybe give us a wee hand later on to see if he would know where this was. It's in some sort of vote, and it's to do with the Constitution, but it's something that was left out. That if the Irish people know that they can get rid of these people, it must have been something that was written. See, they're just Bondi. I'm also getting that. See that song in Les Mis? It says, "Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men?" That's what I'm hearing for the Republic. I feel as if the Republic of Ireland are at point. I feel as if everybody's at boiling point, but at a boiling point. As in, one more thing. One more thing. I feel as if there's no more confusion. Because people were saying, no, that's not what's, oh my God, these people drive me insane. You know, the know-alls who know damn all. You know, oh, the government wouldn't do that. If I hear that one more time coming from some dimwit, the government will and the government do. Gosh, Ireland, yours is awful a caution. Your update. See it? Something on the horizon. Is it Tuesday that's St Patrick's Day? I know it's the 17th because it's my wee niece's birthday on the 18th, and I always know that St Patrick's Day is the day before it. I wonder if this document's going to be found. Because I'm seeing it's locked away somewhere. Yep. It's in a vote. Yep. Never need to look into that further. Well, here's not full of money. More caution than worry, you know. I mean, you're going to be on your guard anyway now. Australia, New Zealand, Canada. Right, so this. Oh, how many do we need? Right. Oh gosh, you've got two. Right, end of a tough cycle, right? So there's an end coming. I'm wondering if this is this bloody stupid government. Right, and a personal issue reaches a solution, right? So whatever's most pressing in the Republic just now, I wonder if that's when they reach a solution. Maybe they're going to go away. This is weird there. Go away. Never to darken my door again. Right, so remember things can change, okay? But it's better to be cautious. Right, so the UK now. We've got two stations in Glasgow, and the busiest one is out of action, so there's no trains. So I've had the quietest of weeks. I don't know. I mean, it was horrible to see that building coming down night enough, but you know, when they're wanting to get it for student accommodation and they can't get it because it's a B-list building, and then it magically goes on fire. I mean, come on. It's no rocket science what happened. Anyway, so the penultimate is a wee quick update for the UK, and then we'll finish overall with something else for us, for this whole family, okay? Right, so right, here we go. UK. Oh, it's like the UK is going to work with Australia for something. What in God's name are they? I don't know. If the UK's working with you, just be on your guard. Oh, do you know what I see? I see, like is it the Baptist Church, the Catholic Church, the Mormon Church, all the churches are, as in, I'm not religious. I've got a faith, right? And I always followed what my mum said. Religion is something you're taught, faith is something you get yourself, okay? But it's like all these faiths are going to come together because they've got a big threat coming in the UK. Mm. And I know, is it Charlie Boy supposed to be the Church of England? Mm. I see them that are trying to take over, the doctors and the lawyers and their beliefs getting yeeted, really getting yeeted. Oh wow, see, there you go, the king. Because I always get the king is dead, long live the king. But I, when I used to look into the royals, I'll probably try, but I'll not be on this channel, but I'll be on another channel and look into them again because I want to know what they're up to. I always seen old Charlie Boy going, all William, like a kind of scandal around him and him leaving, taking the reins with him, and the next in line is Harry. And the people going, no, not the people, the establishment going absolutely crazy. And the media. Now, is that still in the cards? I don't know, because it was a way back I seen it. But I do see old Charlie Boy going. I wonder if it'll be later this year. I wouldn't, I wouldn't be surprised if the UK is bankrupt. It would not surprise me. But they always seem to have money for something. I think they just print it. Oops. This might be an hour and a half, okay? So if you were alright with that, then maybe just make it an hour and a half, okay? See, they're trying to thing with people's self-esteem. I don't think it's working. The another thing I used to say was the me, and oh, me. And the C1 must have when everybody wanted. They seen it, and they wanted it, and they must have it. That's gone. C1 can't have. That's what it is. I mean, we all know that they were squeezing the Middle East, the middle class, and that's what they're trying to do, but it's not working. Because remember, they wanted the very, very rich and the very, very poor, and that's it. Right, the UK is on a quest. We'll see the site that they've been getting up to expanding. You know, I hate to say this, but it's going to get worse before it gets better. But it will get better. It will get better. Okay. Yep. I see a scandal coming with another royal. I think it might be. I don't think it's fair. I think he'll be next to get arrested, right enough. But I feel as if this is somebody else in the royal family, the immediate royal family. I think there's a scandal coming. I wonder if it's going to be William. That washing their dirty linen. Yeah. Starmer's not in charge. Neither's the king. Somebody is steering this ship. Even, I mean, just now it looks as if it's just out of control. Absolutely out of control, as if it's hurtling towards the rocks and the lighthouse is there. But it's not. It's been steered. It's been steered. But see, there's something in the horizon with the UK too. I'm wondering if the monarchy's going to fall. So I always, all sinister me, when Orlando Panda got arrested and everybody was there saying, oh, look at that. I was away seeing what else was going on. What crazy stuff was going through that parliament. I mean, he's really acting like a dictator, but he's supposed to, he's playing a part. And I never ever said that, to say that, but he is playing a part because somebody else has got the ship. Somebody else is steering it. I feel as if the person that's steering the ship in the UK and Mr. T are working together. I have a whole scenario of what the hell is going on in the Middle East, but I can't put it on YouTube. I'm going to put it on Rumble, and then I'll give you the link because I probably have to do it live, okay? Because it takes ages to upload it in Rumble. So, but I'll put that out on the thing we chat, the community tab on the channel, so that you'll know where it is. Because everybody's blaming Mr. T, and I feel as if Mr. T has played a blinder, and it's what I thought all along. But as I said, this isn't the place to put it. So I'll try and make time tomorrow. If not, I'll try and make time on Sunday to get onto Rumble and see, you know, and kind of. This is a hunch I've got. I've not looked at the cards or anything. I've asked Thomas if I'm right, and he said yes. Yes. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. In fact, it's a great thing. If it works, it'll solve a hell of a lot of things that's going on. So I am keeping my fingers crossed that my hunch is right. And if it is, and I know people don't like Mr. T, I know people are starting not to trust him. I go back and forward, but if I'm right and if this works, this man has played a bloody blinder. Absolutely, because nobody, especially what I think happened, they've not seen this coming. No, absolutely not. So I'm just keep my fingers crossed that it works. Like nothing's set in stone, but it's upside down. So whatever's going on in the UK just now, it's getting taken down. And it is set in stone. This is what's happening in the UK. It's all getting exposed. All the players that have been playing are all getting exposed. Somebody's got the ship and they're steering it. The good guy is steering this ship, and it's outside. When you look outside, it's chaos. When you come inside, it's not. I've always said, and I say that to other people as well in the Soul family, don't, well, this is coming from Thomas, don't spend all your time watching the news. You go in, you see what's happening, and then you come out and you go to, the fifth dimension. Because if you don't, you're going to get pulled down. Okay, and it's going to affect your energy. Okay. So that's the questions for now. And we'll finish with this for us, for the Soul family, okay? So let's see, and then we'll go through and see who's here and say goodnight, and that'll be us. Okay. So what does the Soul family, Australia, those in Australia, those in New Zealand, those in Ireland, and the UK, and the UK need to know going forward, Thomas. Okay. So what do we all need to know going forward? Just a message for us and the Soul family, okay? Right. Be patient. Be patient. As I said, if you feel you're getting drawn in and if you feel your energy's getting pulled down, find solace, do something else, go out in for a walk or whatever you can do, so that your energy's not getting warped. Okay. We're all on the journey. The Soul family, we're all in the journey, and we're all coming out the other end together. And we're all here at this time, because he said we signed up for it. He said, we signed up for it, but he's talking about this being alive at this time is, and being awake. You mean, Thomas? And being awake. Sometimes being awake is it's not great when you can see. When you're outside looking in and you think, and you can see all the chaos, and that's what he says, and that's when you pull back. Okay. See, I write things like poetry and stuff just to get my mind off of what's going on. Do something you like doing. Okay. I don't know about anybody else here, but I know that me and some others, I always long to be somewhere else. Even growing up, I've longed to be somewhere else as if I should be somewhere else other than bloody Earth, but it's a longing to go home. But we're all here for a journey and we're all here together, because we're on this journey together. There will be a time we will go home because everybody goes home. It's nothing to fear, Thomas says. I've feared it for a long time now. I couldn't care less. It's not the way I'm going, it's how I'm getting there, you know, some of us have never been wealthy, but we've got abundance, knowledge, spiritual knowledge, empathy, you know, and knowing. We've got an abundance of knowing inwardly, and we always have had. And sometimes even when we were growing up, I don't know about anybody else, but I felt as if I was on the outside looking in, you know, trying to enjoy yourself and not fitting in. I mean, I've got good friends, don't get me wrong, but I've always thought my people are somewhere else, you know. My people are here. We're all here together, and this is all the people that came down, you know, because I wouldn't be surprised if it's people born in the maybe late 50s, 60s, 70s, and possibly 80s that are all here, you know, at this time. Destined. Destiny. We're fulfilling my destiny. Um, all here together, knowing, wide awake, and not following like sheep, you know, not compliant. Kind of always been on the outside and never really. I hated authority and I still do, you know. That's why I couldn't. I could hold down a job, but I used to just think, oh, in the name of God, really? Yep. And we've all got empathy for the victims. Well, most of us. Yeah. And it was like, once you're awake, we accepted that things weren't. I accepted that things weren't going to be the same again, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. You just can't. I can't get back into the system again. You know, I just can't get back into it because I know what it's like. You know, blissfully ignorant of what was going on, plodding along life. You know, you you get up, you have your breakfast if you're lucky, you go to your work, you maybe go to the bar, and then you come home. You know, and then you watch the telly. You know, the programming from the telly, and then you do it all again. Yeah, coming in out the cold. All here together for we're on a mission. We've all got the same mission. Yeah, wise. We're the wise ones. We wised up to it. It might have taken some longer than others, but we're here. We're here. Yeah, and it's hard to watch it, or you know, like you said, roads in the way and things happening, but we know the reason behind it. We know the spiritual reason behind it. You know, we know that they couldn't go on the way they were going on, especially Mother Nature couldn't. She couldn't cope anymore with what was going on to the planet. And yes, we are going to start seeing. I mean, they released the files, and then they can thing with all this crap. But people are still reading the files. They're still reading them. And a wee question, a wee valid, a wee whatever this I clarify here for this whole family that's here and watching. A new start's coming, okay? A new start is coming. Okay, so remove this just now. No. That's us. Anyway, oops, that's it. That's it. Anyway, so who was all here? Where's the chat? Oh, there it is. Right. Anyway, we're going to have a wee look and see who all came in. If I didn't get to your question, hopefully next week. It's once a fortnight, okay? The other link's up for not next week, the week after, okay? Do, do, do. They brought the hate speech bill in. Yeah, they brought the hate speech bill in because for the Bondi. It's like, well, that's a surprise there, you know. When they brought your hate speech bill in, you know, Mr. Humza, that stood up and said everybody, you know, in the UK, well, in Scotland, you know, a predominantly white country, that everybody was white in their parliament. And when that hate speech bill came in, who got reported en masse? Yes, you're right. He did for hate speech. There's Nanny Jules in. We're starting to hear that. We're starting to hear about it now because that was a whole load of children that was I think it was California. That's okay. That's okay. Headmaster T has set up a hospital with med beds only. I haven't heard that, but we can. It's something we can ask about in Rumble. We'll come back and listen later. Lots of love for everyone. Yes, Sandra. Hi, Sandra. One of you wonderful people. Hi to all the fellow Kiwis and the just charming to reply. Oh, 7th of November is an election, right? Well, something to keep an eye on. See, is this? I'm back, just me, just not hungry, thanks. Will Andrew be arrested again? Pamela, I think I've still got your email. I'll email you that question, right? I don't know if he'll be arrested again. He might be charged, though. Was Winston a turncoat? Oh, is that Winston Peters? Off-coming greens must supply the electricity to Britain. Nikolai Tesla. Oh, could be. You know, Scotland supplies energy. And we've got the dearest energy that we supply. 11. think. Oh, there's Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Dawn. I'm back, still going. Yeah, I know. Charlie tries to thrill him to you know what. I wonder if that's why he's a traitor. To get done for treason. I'm just looking to see if anybody else is here that I've missed. Oh, thanks, Gan, I've missed too. I've missed everybody as well. Yeah. We came here for this, such an amazing time, we're learning. Yep. So the questions, the quick fire questions are only just going to, the questions for people to ask are only going to be on a Friday, okay, for the live. Because I want to kind of concentrate on actual spiritual, more spiritual for Australia and New Zealand and, kind of updates that way. So that's enjoy a blessed magical weekend, Cam. Oh, thank you. Hi, Noreen. See, I recognise all the names. I've not been here for ages. Fantail. I've got a wee fantail in my. I think somebody sent me it in my keys. Anyway, that's it. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. I've not watched that yet. Well, anyway, it'll not be next Friday, but the Friday after that, okay? Those of you are seeing a Sunday, will see you on Sunday. And look out for the updates coming. I have been busy. That's all the things I want to cover. You know, but look out for Rumble as well because I want to kind of do an update in Rumble. All right. Anyway, I'll go. Jeez, it looks as if it might be 2 hours by the time I get away. Anyway, I'll go. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see everybody in the fortnight. Okay, and look out for the updates coming. Okay.